Legendary here from Drake Queen Gaming, and some of you may on Twitter the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you in the Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Mikko's Path. So yeah, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming not safe for work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright, but now you're here. Yeah, I wanted to study marine mammals, and in Norway it's just much easier. I mean, we actually have orcas not that far from the coast in Anslo, did you know? I didn't. Why marine mammals? I don't remember you ever being fascinated with them. It came later, when I was living in a dorm and needed a bit of escapism. Around that time I started to make music too. I like making bubbly sounds, songs that would make you feel like you're underwater. That was my original motivation. I liked music before, but I didn't think much about trying my paws at it. Oh, one second, y'all. One second. Alright, y'all, sorry about that. I was making sure HDR wasn't on because I can mess up the color of the videos. Anyway, I see. I wish I was an orca. Really? An orca? Yeah. They're apex predators. No one picks on them. They're strong and resilient and so cool. And they have no obligations, no complicated past. Even though they are intelligent, possibly as intelligent as we are, free of shackles of culture, they swim where they want, do what they want. Are they now? You'd be surprised. They not only understand words, they grasp the syntax of languages. They're terrific learners, and in captivity they're absolutely miserable. Silence falls between us once again. Oh, there already. A meadow opened before us, and just ahead is the top of the hill. It almost feels more like a symbol than a place. Innumerable paths. There's only one path, but an infinite number of possible futures. Nothing is absolute. All choices are valid, but the consequences of them never go away. And with each, the future gets a tad narrower. The present is already decided, and it's not the present I choose for myself. I know what went wrong, but I don't know why. I tiptoe in one place, stuck in a loop, unable to let go. I wish I could untangle my past and do things differently this time. What would I have to change for things to be right? Should I have been more cheerful? Should I have gotten into different music? Or maybe I should have gone to a different school and never gone through this. Why did you leave me? Was I this boring? Was I too childish? Did I disgust you? What did I do? Did I hurt you? Have I failed you? Was I a bad friend? Was I not caring enough? Was it something I've said? Was I too honest or too blunt? Insensitive when you needed comfort? What was it? The way I eat pancakes or the shirts I was wearing? Were you ashamed of me? A lonely light travels across the sky. How alone it seems, surrounded by space. Vast and empty. Like an orca in the sea, separated from the pod. I must feel sorry for it. A feeling overcomes me like lightning, almost making me fold in half. A true yearning. But I yearn for the impossible. I yearn for true understanding. So I guess what I was getting at was that I started wondering where we'd be if I made different choices. What other possible versions of us were out there? What lives we could have had? You know? If I didn't run away. Carvine stops, and so do I, exhaling. I can't face him. I don't want him to see my face right now. I'm on the verge of tears already. The moment stretches into forever, but now we have to see it through until the end. The time is frozen. I can't look back, even if I wanted to. But this is what I wanted, didn't I? A confrontation and a resolution. I didn't want to carry this baggage anymore, and pretend everything is alright. The moon emerges from the clouds, bright. As I look at it, shining above the mountains, I could swear its surface flickers lightly. It has to be an illusion, though. The moon doesn't flicker, does it? Or maybe it's a sign. I can feel the path converging. It's splitting apart. The course for the future being set. My mind is like on quiet water, its surface distorted with waves rippling. I can't see through it, beyond the emotions rocking my body. I must be looking so still, even if there's a storm raging inside. I don't know how to communicate the feelings I have in me. I'm sorry. What for? Silence. What did I do to deserve it? Silence. He can't even look me in the eyes. I thought I'd changed throughout the years, that I left things behind me. But now, back here and next to you, I'm again the same person I was back then, years ago. So much is coming back to me, and it's confusing. And the worst part is that it's only the good things. Our trips, our walks, the evenings spent at your place. The sunny days, the rainy ones too. The the school library where we used to go skip PE classes, the music we listened to. At one time that one time when I visited for the Sophie online listening party, I think of it each time I listen to them. The floodgate opens, memories flooding me, and with them the emotions I associate with them. Happiness, heartbreak, the absolute sense of belonging, the unreasonable belief that our days were endless. I remember how happy we were together. There was a stupid hope in me that we could just forget everything and go back to being like that. I should be mad. I have every reason to, but I'm not, even though I want to. Because back with you now, I feel like everything could be alright. It's humiliating, almost. Why can't I be allowed at least this? Not even revenge, but some righteous anger. I feel defeated. More silence. Deafening. Ringing in my ears. Can you say something? I'm sorry. I really am. I don't know how I could have acted like that. I look back in time and I don't recognize myself. I'm ashamed of myself. You have no idea how much. I don't know what I could do to make amends to you, ever. You could start with telling me why. Why did you stop talking to me? And then why did your friends follow? Silence again. You have no idea how much it hurt me, losing you. I understand how much myself a year ago in Helsinga. I was at work sorting new arrivals into categories when I noticed a tiger standing an aisle away, and I thought it was you. They had the same ears, same style, and they were looking at the indie rock section. Then my heart fluttered, and without thinking, I came up to them. All I felt was joy, almost lifting my paws from the floor. I felt like I was gliding, only to notice it wasn't you. And then after the disappointment came anger. Anger at being put into this situation, with no choice given to me, no consideration, no explanation. Before that, I thought I got over you, but I didn't. When I met you here at the university, I had more control over myself. I thought at first that I could keep you at a relative distance, and we could just stay friends and maybe meet up sometimes. I thought it'd be better to conceal any feelings I've had and just try to keep some minimal contact, but then we both got into the science club and I was seeing you more often. I panicked when I found out about the camp and heard that you'd be going, but then I thought, I can't run away my whole life. I have to confront you somehow, or at least find a way to let go. I wanted to see how you've changed. I thought that if we got a room together, I'd get to spend some time with you and the feelings would just pass, and we could part ways in peace. But you wanted your own room. I thought that maybe it was stupid. Maybe you don't even want to hang out with me and I should give up. And then you sat next to me on the bus and started talking, as if our old friendship had just returned. 2 days went by and you stayed over at my room. What I feel for you only resurfaced and deepened. So I guess I'm sorry too. Things went in a different direction than I wanted. Lyrics play in my head. A song I know well. If you could live it once again. Yes, without a second thought. Dawn chorus. Ah, he said the name! He said the thing! It came out one summer morning and changed my life forever. I've listened to it so much since then that it became a soundtrack to my days, always at the back of my head. I'd hear it every time something out of my control happened. I'd hear it every time my heart ached. I'd hear it in the tram, thinking about everything that has happened, the lyrics wrapping my thoughts in words better than I ever could. I'd hear it every time it rained and I looked at the clouded sky, colorless and melancholic. It had a bit of color to it. Carvine, I loved you. I think I still do. The words carry so much weight, they don't feel weird to say. They don't even feel embarrassing. Why would they, really? I don't know what I want from Carvine other than a reason. I didn't even want an apology. It's out there and that feels good. It's like a stone off my chest. I've broken out the loop. Can I give myself any hope that things could really work out between us? I think I'd be happy if I could just leave with peace of mind. But even so, even if I was to cling to that flickering hope, can you start a new chapter if you didn't close the previous one? Being apart was so hard for me, and now being together is even harder. I don't know what to do, but I had to put it out into the open. Mikko. Oh, Mikko, why didn't I know? Doesn't change much, I suppose. It changes so much! Fucking hell, how could I have been so blind? I've hurt you and myself and all for no reason. When we started making plans for the future, I started to feel like you're getting farther away from me. Suddenly there was this distance between us, and I thought you were putting it there because you felt I was getting too close. I was scared. I saw us growing apart, dreaming of different visions of the future. I thought Carvine would want to stay with me there, but all he was talking about was getting away and moving out. I didn't want to move out, but then I didn't feel welcome anymore. It was middle school, for fuck's sake. I wasn't thinking about it seriously. I'd put some more distance between us because I didn't know how to approach this. I'd take a step back and examine my feelings. It was a first for me. You have no idea how nervous I was. I had a crush on you. You can't imagine how great. It was like a fever almost. I thought you saw that and started to put some more distance between us. I accepted that it would hurt you if I brought it up, and I tried to stay away from you. It was hard like you can't imagine. The hardest thing I've done in my life. But I was sure I had to. Mikko, I love you too. I dreamt of spending the rest of my days with you. This can't be true. What do you mean? Yeah, this is working out differently. I mean what I said. I loved you. A wave of cold sweat runs down my back as everything I thought was true about these times crumble. It's like a gaping hole in the earth opening underneath me. I fall without landing. Why then? Why did I suffer if everything could have been so well? Do you feel something towards me now? Carvine, do you? The song again. It's the last chance. Silence. I thought so. Anger rises in me, and I'm not sure at what even. Carvine, or everything that has happened to me. Or maybe at myself. You've wasted my time. I have wasted my time trying to get back with you. Long leaps carry me down the hill, each leaving deep paw prints in the snow. Wind blows hard and loud, disorienting me, or maybe it's just my ears ringing. Some students stand at the entrance from the terrace, their little clouds of warm breaths mingling together. I ignore them and push through to the door. A few more seconds and I'll be in my room, clutching my chest, my heart beating loudly, blood harsh in my ears. I move along the corridor, praying I don't meet anyone familiar. I'm here. I slide down the door. There's a storm of thoughts raging in my head, just deafening thunder. I want to jump out of myself. It's unbearable. I have to deal with it the only way I know how. Moving across the floor, I sit down in front of the keyboards and turn everything on. Second, y'all, it is, in fact, coffee time. New project, overwrite. Clean slate. I program a simple pattern and send it to the synth. Just basic settings. This is the best part. The seed. The very bare bones. Some keys maybe, but nothing too much. Just for the cloud. Just for the chords. This works, but maybe a small tweak to the sound. It could be a bit more rounded. Like this? It should be fine. It's coming together. Now pads. Something simple, but lush. A cluster chord. Dense like a digital forest. Something I can lose myself in. A rain of digital noise. A sound I could walk into and dissolve. This is lovely. I want more. And more. And more. Louder. Louder. Love is brutal. Love is suffering. Love is pain. The good moments I've had with Mikko, they're the best moments of my life. No, despite the pain, even if nothing could work out between us, I don't regret falling in love with him. But why? Why couldn't I find the words inside me to say to him now? Maybe because I don't know what I'm really feeling. Not now, at least. I couldn't bear to hurt him again. And how can I know now? So soon after we reunited. This is all too much. There's too many feelings in me, and I don't want to rush into anything. Birds circle around their forest, their calls piercing through the darkness. Who could they be calling to at this hour? I wonder, is the time linear for me, or do they count the years and summers? Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. I'm thinking that the next video is probably going to be the last one for Mikko's run for now. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. And I'm going to go ahead and give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate the support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you to our gold tier patron, Amr. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier anyway. If y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!